Welcome back to another GT Homes exclusive. Our investors usually ask us, what does the right to lease mean? Great question. The right to lease means that you're asking for permission from the developer to rent out your unit during the interim occupancy phase. Let's talk about how all this works. Many investors purchase a pre-construction condo as a second source of income. This means that they're looking to rent out their property to sustain their long-term investment. Once your condo approaches completion, you will be informed of your interim occupancy closing date. This means you're one step closer to occupying your new home. During the interim occupancy phase, you can move into your unit, but you can't take ownership of it just yet. This is a temporary stage when the city considers the unit safe to live in, but still has to perform a final inspection once the entire building is complete. Since you're not legally the property owner in this stage, you can't start paying off your mortgage just yet. Instead, you'll be paying occupancy fees to the developer. That is made up of monthly maintenance fees, an estimate on property taxes, and interest on the unpaid balance of the purchase price of your condo. The interim occupancy period can last anywhere from 2 months up to 2 years, and many investors often wonder if they can rent out their condo unit during this time. Since you don't officially own your unit just yet during this phase, you will need an authorization from the developer if you want to lease out your unit. The best time to get this permission is when you're first purchasing your unit, when you're signing the agreement of purchase and sale, or during the 10 days cooling off period. Through the guidance and help of your pre-construction agent and lawyer, permission to rent during interim occupancy can be included in your agreement of purchase and sale. And this is known as the right to lease. If you choose not to ask the developer to rent out your unit during this time, there will be a section in your agreement of purchase and sale that will state that you cannot lease your unit until after final closing date, unless you have made request to the vendor and have written consent from the vendor. So this means you cannot lease out your unit during interim occupancy without the prior written consent of the vendor. It is important to express your interest in renting during the interim occupancy phase and to have this in writing before your agreement becomes firm and binding. This will ensure that both you and the developer are on the same page before the construction process starts, so there are no unexpected surprises. Once the condominium is completed, there will be one final inspection from the city before the building is officially registered. Your lawyer will contact you to advise you that your final closing date has been set. This means that you will officially receive ownership of your unit and can start paying off your mortgage. As the owner of your unit, you will have the freedom to lease out your unit, and you can use the rent from your tenant to pay off your mortgage payments, while making a passive rental income for yourself. The steps to buying a pre-construction condo can be tricky, but with the right guidance and advice, the end result will be worth it. This has been another GT Homes exclusive. Remember to subscribe and to visit us at gtahomes.com.